And welcome back everyone, HigurashiRebel here. So I continue my playthrough of Breath of the Wild on... I was going to say hero mode, but no, it's master mode. Now, last time we cleared a few more shrines and finished the Tarry Town quest. And there's a shrine, as I mentioned, that it's in Kakariko. But I currently can't access it yet because the orb that is necessary to unlock it, it's right in the main house of the village. And Impa says that, no, we can't give you that. It's a treasured heirloom and we can just give it to anyone, even to you, Link, sorry. And for that mission, if I remember correctly, you need the entire set of memories. So what we're gonna do now is go back to the castle and this time enter it. But in this difficulty, I think I'm going to go from the backside because there is a hidden dock at the top left side of the moat. And from there it's easier to get in. And also there's a Starnox inside that can drop the Hylian Shield. And I think I have more than enough kill XP now to get a really good Hylian Shield. So one with maybe a plus 30, plus 40 modifier. So I could get a Hylian Shield that would maybe unless has more than 100 defense, we'll see. But before we continue, if you like what you see, then please like, share, subscribe and follow me. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you get notified when I'm about to stream. And don't forget to check out my other channel Twitch, you can find there HigurashiRebel. Thank you and let's continue. The Hylian Shield always looked like this. There's a middle part with the chain, it's kind of weird, I don't remember that. Oh, right, we have yeah. First let's do this. And here I don't want to just back out from this now. Hopefully this one gets to the right side. Maybe not. Right, we're gonna do this first. Can't I just roll it into the other one and just go with that? With some stasis. Oh, no. It's faster to just reload and do it over like that than go back and forth constantly. After 8 snowballs you're out, so it's faster this way. I throw it into the curve there. I don't really like this one because it's kind of random that can't always trust the physics here. This one's kind of like the... what was the game's name? I don't remember. The minigame is Shamu, where you have to throw down a ball from the top and it lands in the bottom. I don't remember the game's name, but it's kind of like that. But it's as random as the Shamu 3 version, not the 2 one. That was also kind of random, mostly the last one. Never managed to get the scroll, unfortunately. Oh, maybe we'll go overboard. Come on, go to the other side, please. No. Oh, almost. This one didn't went that far. Let's try again like this. We should wait until the the wind dies down a bit. If I just put it down here, let it go like this. Hmm. And what if I release it here? Well, it looks like it's gonna miss. Yep. If I get a snowball and bring it down to just this lane here, from somewhere here. If I release it from here, does it can gather enough momentum and weight to actually land where it's supposed to? Should have marked that. Wait, where is it? Here. So if I go like this and really it's at the last corner, will it be that it will stop where it needs to go and gather enough momentum and weight so it could break down the door? Let's see. It's from here. It's going to be too small. Yep. Damn. A strange console we don't even have at the time. Strangely. You couldn't program that. Strangely. You couldn't program multiple arrow usage. As they want to say. Just as the Far Cry 2 explanation that we couldn't program proper friendly AI so everyone is your enemy. Because you're supposed to be in incognito and they don't know about you. Yeah. Man, this is such a pain to deal with. Come on. Was it always this hard to get this one? Now if I gently place it here. I can't even see it. Where did it go? Maybe it got stuck somewhere. I don't see this one. Maybe I'm gonna place down the travel medallion here. Come back for this one later. Yeah, I can see that one. Where did that one go? They respawn. Yes, so that's right. No, they not. So this is going to be the last try this time. That's where they're going to put down the medallion here and go for the castle. I can get it right this time. Oh, the wind died down, maybe. No, it's on the wrong lane. Oh, too bad. Okay, reload, put down the travel medallion here, and then we come back here later. This goes here. And it's actually good from here. I go to the road, and then through here. Yeah, and from the Irish plain, yes. And it's quite easy to get to the castle through the moat. But in this difficulty, it's definitely better than just fighting through the front yard with a bunch of guardians everywhere. And really, in the prison part of the castle, prison dungeon, there's a Stanox or something. And if you defeat that one, you can get the Hylian Shield, and I want to get that. Because now I suppose I have enough XP from the bosses, line and stuff like that. Supposed to have enough XP so I could get a better one. Okay, that don't work. Yep, you can go from here. Wait, isn't this the place where you could... Yeah, there's another one. What is that? Oh, there's a Satori. There's a Satori plane. So there's another one here. Oof. No, that's the same one. Nice. Oh, they're gonna soup me. Why would soup? Oh, there is another one. Nope, I come for that later. First I'm gonna get the memory one. That's the last one that I need. Then I need to go back to Kakariko. And I can get their other shrine. And then I can cultivate these two. Huh? Yeah. Well, I'll start from the Toronto region. And then to the other one. Into the Tabanta region we go. I just noticed that the moose have blue eyes. It's too bumpy, you can just release the gas and roll down. Yeah. Now here, that's a different story. Well, up at least here. Why does my stuttery mountain glow now? It didn't glow before. Maybe I could get the stuttery creature into a picture now. So should go to the back to S2 for an upgrade. And here, let's see. Okay, the engine sun is dying out, so it really doesn't have to fuel soon. That's the road there. Now how can Link change clothes that fast, but he can. Alright, first on this cutscene here. Okay. You're better as a dragon. I still don't know why the cutscenes is thinking. Because my console is fine. The cartridge is also fine. Oh, it's deeper, Maybe I could go from there. Kinda like the Castlevania in the first game. The second one is not that good, but the first one is nice. This is nice foreboding feeling that, yeah, the journey is almost over, and here comes the final battle. It's really nicely composed. There we go. Now what do we have here? Nope. Oh right, and there is the other entryway, yeah. So the thing gonna work? It's a regular one, okay. Oh, is there elemental ones? So this is still a bone that I do so little damage. Trying to use it up. Getting there. Why is sometimes counter like that? Better route here. Why? How could you get... Oh, right, I see. Oh, right, okay, well. Wait, and how do I get in there? The tunnel opens like that, but from here? Oh wait, No, that's not it. Where is that stall? There's a stall somewhere. Oh, there it is. Ouch. Hopefully it gets up. Okay. There is the shield. Just a shield, the shield. $124. Awesome. That's a really good one. I never had one with such a high defense modifier. Wow. 424. Awesome. Send in the gem food to become recognized as the Knight of the Queen Kingdom. And this is not bad. By the way, in this one they also have elemental properties like in TOTK or not? They don't. In TOTK these will be the best elemental explosives. Besides the dragon horns and claws themselves. Anything? Nope. That's why I'm here. I'm going to get the Royal Guard set. So, Royal Guard one. Yeah, do I have a picture of that? Yes, I do. Okay. It's actually two way up there. Think here? No. Okay. Do 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 do. Do you have a freaking Korok here? Okay. Link, why are you jumping up when I press you that way? Radina's Fang. Oh. Which part is this? Oh, Forget the music in this area. Both versions. This inside one has some Castlevania vibes to it. Problem solved. Which area is this? Okay. it goes up here. Huh? It's really good because if I remember correctly, Zelda study is somewhere here. There we go. Look. Is this one of the gatehouses? It is. It's not the study. This is just the lower castle. Nailed it. I still need to go to inside too. That's better. I can do stuff like that. Oh. Okay. Still doubt, come on. Oh, ne giusto There's this somewhere here, remember that? Wait. Ah, right, there's the diary. The meeting with the champions. I felt the research ace in technology, but nothing done of note came to my research. To return to Ganon's looms, therefore taunting us from afar. I must learn all I can about the lyrics so we can stop him. It's a fortune teller's prophecy is to be believed, but isn't much time left. But running over these thoughts in my head puts me ill at ease. So I should turn into for the night. Postscript? Tomorrow my father is assigning him as my appointed knight. I set out for Gorons today to make sure some understand for Divine Beast Rudania. I still recall feeling his eyes on me as I walked ahead. The feeling stayed with me so long I grew anxious and weary. It's the same feeling that I felt before in his company, and still, not a word passes his lips. Huh? Is it the... No, that's his pants, okay. I never what he's thinking. Makes my imagination run wild, guessing at what he is thinking, but will not say. What is the boy chosen by the sword that steals the darkness think of me? Will I ever truly know? Huh? Then I suppose it's simple. A daughter of Hyru's royal family yet unable to use stealing magic. He must despise me. Nope. I said something awful to him today. My research was going nowhere. I was feeling depressed, and I told him repeatedly to accompany me. But he did anyway, as she always does. And so I yelled at him without restraint. Seemed confused by my anger. I feel terribly guilty, and the guilt only makes me more agitated than I was before. I'm unsure how to put today's events into words. Words so often evade me lately, and now more than ever. He saved me without a thought for his own life, protected me from the ruthless blades of the Yiga clan. Though I've been cold to him all this time, taking my selfish and childish anger out on him at every turn, still, he was there for me. I won't ever forget that. Tomorrow, I shall apologize for all that transpired between us. And then I will try talking to Link. Toward the shot. Bit by bit, I've gotten Link to open up to me. Just that he's quite a glutton. He can't resist a delicious meal. I could eat an Octorok! I finally got around to asking why he is so quiet all the time. Because he's the best of Sign protagonist. Could tell it was difficult for him to sing, but he did. Link can speak now, besides the CDI. It's so much at stake, and so many eyes upon him, he feels it's necessary to stay strong and to silently bear any burden. A feeling I know all too well. For him, it has caused him to stop outwardly accessing his thoughts and feelings. No, he's just a vague case of best silent protagonist. I always believed him to be a simply gifted person. What kind of gifted? We talking about Zelda. No, he's just a silent protagonist. We never faced the day of hardship. How wrong I was. Everyone struggles to go unseen by the world. I was so absorbed with my own problems, I failed to see this. We should talk to him more and see what lies beneath those calm waters, to hear him speak freely and openly. Well, excuse me, princess. We don't have to do that we don't have to hear that again. But there's supposed to be rumors about the movie, and with what happened in the second Mario Galaxy, maybe we can hear Link talk soon. Who knows? And perhaps I too will be able to bear my soul to him and share the demons that have plagued me all these years. Father's called me again today. Told me I am to have nothing more to do with researching ancient technology. Instead that I focus instead on training that will help me awaken my steely magic. I was so frustrated and ashamed I could not even speak. I've been training since I was a child, and yet... Well, it was the year before my training was to begin. In losing her, I lost not just my mother, but a teacher. But I used to smile and tell me, Zelda, my love, all will be well in the end, you can do anything. But she was wrong. No matter how I try or how much time passes, the sealing power that is my birthright evades me. Tomorrow journey with Link to the Spring of Power to train, but this too will end in a failure. Such is my curse. Yeah, because you have to try for some wisdom. That's why. I had a dream last night. The place consumed by darkness, a lone woman gazed at me, held by blinding light. It said she was not of this world. I don't know if it was a fairy or a goddess, but she was beautiful. I spoke urgently, but her voice did not reach me. Would I have heard her if my power was awoken? Or was my dream simply a manifestation of my fears? I'm sure I will know the answer soon, whether I wish or not. I turned 17 today. That means this is the day I finally be allowed to train in the Spring of Wisdom. Yeah. When Link arrives, we will set out for the Mount Lanariu. The other champions will accompany us there. I have not seen my father since he last scolded me. Things are too strange now. I'll meet him when I return. Actually, I had a horrible feeling ever since that weird dream. No one believe a failure of princess, but right now, for no practical reason, I am filled with a strange and terrible certainty that something awful is about to happen. Nah, it's not. Just look around here, it's completely fine. Oh. It's up there. No memories. As long as that they wait for them to remember. And they're up and running.
Guardian もようやく動かせるところまでこぎつけました。この調子でガーディアンや真珠への理解を深めていけば、たとえ薬剤ガノンが復活しても対抗する力は得られるはずです。
ここで何をしておるのだ。
Constant reference to the link to the past Hyrule Castle team when the king shows up.
私たちが異物を完全に把握すれば薬剤への対応も。
確かに古代異物の研究はハイラルにとって極めて重要だ。だがこの国の姫であるお前がなすべきことは他にあるはず。
Turn into a dragon and live like that for 10,000 years.
そうして己の役目から逃げ続けておるのだ。
逃げてはいません。先日も勇気の泉に赴き沐浴し、
Not running away originally.
異物に関わるのをやめ、すべての時間を修行に注げと言うておる。薬剤封印の力を身に宿す術がそれ以外にあるのか。
わかりません。でも努力しているつもりです。けれどどうしても。だからせめて今の私にもできることを。
言い訳は聞きとうない。王として命令する。今後一切異物に関与することは許さん。泉での修行に専念せよ。口差がない王宮の者たちに何と呼ばれておるかは知っていよう。出来損ないの姫、責を果たせぬ無才の姫。そうではないという証を立てるのだ。
Yes, the death is far more rainbow than the controlled ones.
お父様。
And I have every single one of them. Now I remember. Find the location of all 12 pictures. Yes, I do. And I have the 13 memory. Just need to go back there. This is the research journal. Today I met with Impa of the Shiga tribe and began my research into the ancient technology in the earnest. Impa introduced me to Pura and Robbie, other respected members of her tribe. Tomorrow I embark on an exploration with them. We have to find ancient tech with which to operate the Guardian Stones. Today we uncover some ancient technology that we believe may have the power to own through the Guardian Stone. It's a rectangular object, small enough to held in two hands. A sheet of text is featured prominently on it. It is made by an unknown material, but we believe it has the same as the shrines scattered across each region. Impa proposed that I hold on to it for now that it leads to some new developments in our research. By the way, it would be interesting, I think I already said this during Tears of the Kingdom, that it would be interesting if they would continue with this timeline, but back 10,000 years earlier, even before the Zonai, that sci-fi Zelda. Because all this technology are just a bit modern. It would be nice to see this era in a game. The sci-fi Zelda would be awesome. It would definitely feel out of the picture because every other one is fantasy or dark fantasy medieval with some extra stuff here and there. Like we already had robots in some, like Skyward Sword for example. But still, it would be interesting to see all of this technology in full in 10,000 years ago, before these events, even before the Zonai. It would be interesting. Something we discovered hasn't been named, we're calling it a Sheikah Slate. We have not found any mention of name for this object in the records we have unearthed so far. Because it's literally either a Wii U controller or just a tablet PC. Nevertheless, Pura insisted we call it the Sheikah Slate, as it's a slate made by the Sheikah tribe. Oh yes, the floor is made out of floor. And also there is the other one, the people are, you know, and stuff like that. The archer class is made out of archers. It's a bit like a Nozon to me, but it was not the right flight I thought I could win. We did. We're finally able to restore some functionality to the Seeker Slate. We have discovered that this stone slate is capable of producing images. Perfect likenesses of the things we pointed. Unlike normal pictures drawn by hand, this requires no artist to capture anything in perfect detail. Yeah, until then, and what happens if you don't need an artist to produce a picture out of nothing? By learning the pictures. That's the best part. Because we use it for wrong again. Like every single human invention. I also checked for the prices because I want to upgrade my PC. And man, it's still... I want to make a better one, but not absolutely, ooh, the baddest PC ever. No. I just want to make something that's above average. What the F do you mean that it's more than half a freaking million forints? So, I don't even know that... I don't know in USD that... neither in euros, but... Wait, I'm quickly gonna check it, how much that's in USD and in forint. And in euro. The half a million. And that's not even everything, because I don't need optical drives, because I have one. Neither SSDs, HDDs, because I can use the ones that I have. Just the case, the PSU, the CPU, the GPU, and 32 gigabytes of RAM. That's almost the priciest part. Wait, it's even the priciest one. So around 530,000. It's almost 1,500 euros. And why? Because they're good old, you know, and it uses a lot of RAM, that's why. And where is the USD? True USD, no, that's some Bitcoin thingy. USD. And the USD it's 1,725. And really it's not even an entire PC, because optical drive, peripherals, and hard drives and solid state drives, I can use the ones that I already have. But just the case, the RAM, the motherboard, the CPU, the GPU, the PSU, and I didn't even count it in the water cooling and the safety thingy, the Oversearch Protector. I didn't even count those in. And I just picked stuff that could kind of fit together, so it's not 100% on stone yet, but still. More than $500,000 forint. So, almost 1,500 euros. What the F? Seriously. Because everything needs to have this freaking AI thing now. Even the things that I don't need. Deeply admire the accomplishments of the Sheikah technology, still, and there is more to learn, there must be. I believe the Sheikah slate may have a function that will allow us to control the Guardian Stones. Let's continue our research, and quickly. We have started training the champions who will fight the Divine Beasts. It may sound rude that I found this unexpected, but Mifa mastered the controls with surprising ease. There struggled at first, but eventually got the hang of it. Urbosa and Rivali both managed just fine as well. I see the light of hope in our fight against the rising calamity. Robbie has restored mobility to many of the Guardians we excavated. You shouldn't have done that. But we still have yet to find all of the Guardians. And by the way, if Teotek is supposed to be a continuation of this timeline, where are even the ruined ones? Because I don't think that under, what, 5 or so years, they managed to find every single shrine and every single guardian, even the ruined ones, scattered all around Hyrule, and just decommission them. Every single one. Even the ones that are up and running. Doesn't make sense. And how did they get rid of the shrines and everything that's connected to them? Because some of them are go for quite deep. To me it even looks like that they have an elevator, but it's like, maybe it's a pocket dimension. Like the one seen in TOTK, because there it also, you have this tiny little crystal. You put it into place and there's the bigger one and you go inside, but sometimes there's nothing there. So those crystals are maybe pocket dimensions. Because that's the only normal explanation of what's going on there. They actually just portals. Like the one seen in Skyward Sword. Just not to the Twilight Realm, but into some really pocket thingy. But we still have yet to find all of the Guardians. Records mention a greater number of them, and even other types. They say to be stored in 5 giant columns that rest beneath Hyrule Castle. Yep, it was in the cutscene that those pillars came out and they just rushed out. Thing is, the whole I researched beneath the castle, I can't seem to look at these columns, they must be buried deep. Oh yes. We now know that the entire area of Hyrule, at least in this timeline, it's kinda like Aldrant in terms of the Abyss, that there is the crust that they think it is the world, and then there's the gigantic hole, and there is the real world underneath. It's like Aldrant. Were they perhaps designed to sense the appearance of Calamity Dragon and only activate upon his return? Countless ancient structures are being discovered across Hyrule, but all attempts to enter them have failed. And that's where it doesn't make sense. Countless ancient structures are being discovered across Hyrule. Then, how come that half of them have to do a quest and then they appear above ground? And also the towers, that you need to activate the first one and then they all rose up from the ground. Because they are still hiding underneath the crust, so not the crust, just the few layers of the earth, and they're still there. And Link has to find them and dug them out. Then this part here, that countless ancient structures are being discovered across Hyrule, that doesn't work because Link has to find them. And all attempts to enter them have failed. Because indicate that these are facilities designed to train the hero who is fated to combat the calamity. Yeah, training, most of them are just mindless puzzles. The crucial activation mechanism remains a mystery. Is the Sheikah Slate the key to activating them? That's Purat's theory. I concur, and yet my experiments so far have been fruitless. Still, we must exclusively investigate all means of opposing the calamity. We must not give up, no matter what. I spoke with Pura about the Shrine of Resurrection we discovered earlier. I speculated that this particular shrine is in fact a medical facility with the power to heal. Just like a Line Oak or Rionoku. It also has long-term stasis function that can be activated and maintained until healing is complete. In a war against the community 10,000 years ago, where the interest is so great as to necessitate such a facility. So really, I would like to see that what happened 10,000 years ago. It would be nice to have a game about that. A sci-fi Zelda. It would really completely feel out of picture theme-wise, but it still would be nice for the lore. If so, I will remain uneasy until we have made all adjustments necessary to restore it to full working order. I can only pray that even if Calamity Ganon returns, our battle will not require the Shrine Resurrection's power. Well, that's where you went wrong, girl. And then, yep, that one. Royal Guard Rumors, yeah. Dining Hall, yep, Guard Chamber, and second floor, yes. And so there's the Royal Cuisine, that's also somewhere there, because there's the crew book. Say hello, elephant! Oh, there. That's why did I hear comedy voices? That's why. Why is this here? Wait, isn't the top of the castle was on another Korok? Kinda like one of the flags in Assassin's Creed 2 in Castle Sant'Angelo. Yeah, there's Korok up there, yes, now I remember. It's kinda like Great Castle Sant'Angelo in AC2. AC2? AC Brotherhood. AC2 doesn't have Castle Sant'Angelo, why would it be? Yeah, there's a Sanctum, yep. I ain't going there yet. Stuff to do before that. From here. This is a symphony. Anything here? Not really. Let's go in. I don't want to go in. There's this gigantic castle completely built in Gothic style. No. I remember correctly, there's a Korok up here. Assassin's Creed your way up there. Yep, there's Korok here. It kind of feels like Castle Sant'Angelo in AC Brotherhood. By the way, about that. There we go. It's better. Oh, that's an actual range one. Wait, no, that's the... Oh. Done. It's still something. Okay, don't go in there. We ain't gonna do that. It's for now. I think it's easily cooled, but don't wanna. That's one of the gatehouses. I want the Lionel. Why not? No, you don't. No.
私が守る。
Nah. Playing tricky, aren't we? No, you don't. Oh. What the? What the? Why? Why? What's going on? Come on! What the fuck? What is this? Come on! You SOB. What the F? What is this bug? Huh, okay. Boo 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 boo. Gigantic bull. Nah, there we go. Fine, fix it. Wait, and the weapons? Where are the weapons? Cheating into the SOB. Actually, surprise! No, we don't. Boomerangs, nice. It's an arcade house. That's not it. Nailed it. And it stopped the lightning somehow. Bit ripe already, come on. There we go. This goes directly back to the sanctum. Okay, I don't want to go that. Go that way. No. Ah, have some screws. There you go. Have some more. We have a huge amount of supply here. I think I already cleared this one. Yes, I did. Okay. one of those castellans is the one that I need. In the lower levels. Oh yeah, this way, yes. There's a gatehouse, yep, and after that... The other side, yes. That's the one that I need. Oh, nope. Okay, here's the Garbox. Need to go back to the event soon. There's the library. Oh. Yeah. Good. Well, these have the recipe. Monster cake, yeah. Monster says 11 with cane sugar, gold butter. Huh? What to do with these? Yes, yeah, fuzzy, and it may even motivate you to plan new schemes. Yeah. Then we need this, and then we need the royal cake. And there's also somewhere here. There's the other book somewhere here. There's a bunch of like thingies here. Huh? Oh right, the door. Yeah. So we can just put it here. Yeah, but these aren't too sturdy. The King's Journal, yeah. The writings of Ram Bosphorus Hyrule. Today as the sun rose and a new day was born, my daughter too joined this sweet world. In keeping with the traditions of the royal family, I decided to name her Zelda. I'm not a man accustomed to frivolous musings, but now seems a good time as any to begin my royal memorandum. Reports kept arriving regarding the excavation of the relics. Fortunately, the aspirations seemed to coming true. Ganon was not a figure of fable or even a legend. He actually existed in our great land of Hyrule. The edge is constantly reincarnating too. We must investigate all the relics, learn as much as we can, but understanding the divine beasts alone will take time. Zelda's eyes lit up like wildfire when I told her about the relics. I must admit, she has a knack for research. My queen has left this world. Her death was so sudden and unexpected. I awakened most nights unsure if she is really gone. Zelda never cried, never faltered, not even during the royal funeral or later when she and I were alone with our grief. Yeah, but just much later. I must assume her strength is the result of us repeatedly informing her for the duty to be valiant and steady princess. For a child of mere 6 years of age, her conduct was truly that of a born leader. Her strength gives me hope. From now on, I must trace her all alone. Now only I remain to prepare her for her difficult future as Princess of Hyrule. Zelda finally reported back after her visit to the fountain. It seems her sacred seeing powers yet still to be awakened. It has been a year and 3 months since her mother passed. Perhaps she is held back by heartache too deep to heal. If the Ganon prophecy hasn't looming over her head, I will tell her to take her time, to wait until she is ready. But her situation is dire and leaves no room for weakness, even on behalf of my fellow daughter. My heart breaks for Zelda, but I must act as a king, not as a father, in order for her to train relentlessly at the fountain. I saw Zelda went out of research in ancient technology, so I had no choice but to comfort her about it. She claims she was simply using her day off for training to indulge in a bit of research, but I still scolded her. She won't get it through her head, forcing me to tell her the same thing that I have been repeating ad nauseum. The reason her sacred power is still not awakened is because she's spending all her efforts playing at being a scholar. In truth, I understand Zelda's feelings, painfully so. She lost her mother, teacher before she could even learn from her. Damn pointless is to self-training without so much as a book or a note to help her find her way. Those in the castle talk behind her back, and I, her only family, scold her for her shortcomings. No wonder she wishes to hide away in her beloved relic research. I have nothing more than to console her. But I must stay strong. She must fulfill her duty, just as we all must, even if she comes to despise me. I've been told my Zelda went to the Spring of Wisdom. This is very likely her last chance. If she's unable to awaken her power at Lanariu, all hope is truly lost. Comes without success, then I shall speak kindly with her. Scolding is pointless now. I forced 10 years of training on her, and after all that, it seems her power will stubbornly awaken some other way. Thus I should encourage her to keep researching her beloved relics. The way just lead her to answers I can't provide. For now I sit anxiously, more father than a king at this moment. I sit and wait my daughter's return. Yeah, but that didn't really happen. Oh, I got the king's pocket money. Link, what are you doing? And what did we have here? Oh, stone smasher. Huh. Nope. I think I found the kicker's one. Why didn't this one want to break? Come on. There we go. Yeah, fruitcake. For any 2 or more pieces of fruit with 7 to eat and cane sugar with for a good while. Yeah. So I want to take. This should happen clear your head and help you focus on things such as ancient technology research. And actually that part is not true. You need a fruitcake, but it doesn't give you bonus against ancient thingies. It's kind of a lie. Oh, it's the entry to the docks, right? Yeah. Wait, no, that's not it. Right, that's a shrine. So now we have a fast travel point to the castle. Because there are 2 docks. One is the regular one and the one is entry to the dungeon. Nope, nope. Let's clear it. After that I go back to Kakariko. And then we come back here. Major test of strength. Well, here we go. Nah, there we go. Okay. There we go. Casual duality. No, that. That. Hey, here's a short sword. And there it is. Well, yeah. I don't pick that one up. Okay, we're done here. I can fast travel back to the castle, so I'm going to leave. Go to Kakariko. And then next time we come back here and continue with the Royal Guard set. And the... Well, yeah, that one, because I have the two recipes that I need for the Royal Cuisine mission. I think I have what I want to eat and sugar. So that I can buy some too. I think? No. Okay. I can do better than you. Okay, that's kind of a weird situation there. That one really bugged out there. Oh, sick again. Not anymore. $20 shock arrows for a single Lionel. Lionel? Rizal. Oh, that's something. Random heart salon, okay. Carrots. gonna come back later. Now we're going to Kakariko. Oh, it is the other side of it, right. And they're supposed to leave the castle vicinity soon. Ah, there we go. We need both of the both of the cakes, because if I remember correctly, we need the monster cake too for a mission. So I'm going to make both. Just can't do it right now because it's raining. Great. Nope, you can't just enter. Ah. The sword has been returned to its rightful owner. Just a pet from you, hero. The sword sees darkness is your counterpart. So long as the blade is at your side, you shall wield enormous power. Well, just more than half of the weapons do more damage than that one. The prince has risked everything for you, and that sword. Do not forget that. Do not waste this chance. By the way, are you faring too far? No, how did I reach this already? Visit every place? I suppose it's time. I reviewed the location of the final memory. Yeah. Here's what happened. Give me the ball and let me use it. This is the game's specific instruction. She asked me to wait to show this. This is the final picture. Yeah, Field. Does it look familiar? Well, not Field, but where the fort is. From this village, you will be able to get there in half a day's time. What half a day's time? Just a few hours. I have a motorcycle. Stick out with Lady Zelda has shown you. Alrighty. Where? Okay, where is this thing going? I just roll on the hills like that. You need to spend fuel here. That's too bad. Okay, and the fortress is... There, Fort Helena, yeah. It is Fort Helena. Oh, whoops. Sorry, Taki. Do I have it in here? No. So this side had it. It's over here. Where is it? Oh, that was still working. Can't see anything yet. Oh, and this. I have a single tomato wheat. Okay, then that one. Tomato wheat, cane sugar, cold butter. Save. Two dice of fruit. Cane sugar, gold butter, tomato wheat. Okay, with apple, it doesn't work. Huh? It turns into apple pie. But then 2 berries. Oh, it's fruit pie. Then, what was it? Oh, don't need gold butter. Huh. Just don't want to eat on cane sugar. Huh. Don't eat cane sugar. Okay, so it does need 2 different types of fruit. Okay, yeah. Wait, no, no, no. I need one more turn to wait for the other one. Isn't it somewhere here? No. What is this? Captured memories? Yeah. Yes. Ash swamp. Okay, ash swamp. Maybe that one. don't need that. Oh, there's more, huh? Oh, this one. Oh. Still, that we have 7 Traveler's Claymore here. And they're scattered like this. Is this a Claymore Easter egg? Because the Bokobins didn't pick them up, then they kinda placed like in the ending of the Claymore anime. Is this a Claymore Easter egg? That would be something, because Claymore is still kinda obscure. It was nice. The manga was even better, way better. But everyone says that the humans are creepy. Meanwhile, just the organization creating the abyss feeders. Nothing to worry about. Baby boop.
もういいんです。もうお願いです。あなただけでも逃げて。
Here it comes. It's a bit a bit like Attack on Titan when Eren realizes that he has the power of the conduit. He stopped his half-brother's mother from eating Mikasa. You're going to be destroyed me by origin, please don't die. Okay. That's just a tiny bit of a difference. You'll be right, originally, please don't die. Now I'm gonna stop the thing into my forehead and fly around 10,000 years. There's no mention about the sword there. Of course they're doing the Naruto run.
この人を海星の祠まで連れて行ってください。急いで。彼の命が燃え尽きてしまう前に。
Now you remember? Yeah, I remember.
リンク。
No.
リンク。
No.
今、あなたは100年前の私との思い出を、
You sure about that?
そのすべてを取り戻してくれました。私はここで。ハイラルの城で待っています。あなたが厄災ガノンを打ち倒してくれる日を。
Even the wind stopped. Okay, and now I think I can go and start the other one. But only next time. Let's go back there. Oh, 14, so that means I'm still missing 6 more. Huh? There's 2 up there north. There is the one here. And then other 3. Okay. So this is where we continue from next time. Thank you everyone for watching. If you liked it, then please like, share, subscribe and follow me. And don't forget to turn on the notifications so you get notified when I'm about to stream. And don't forget to check out my other channel on Twitch. You can find there HigurashiRebel. Thank you everyone, and I will see you soon with Hishiyu Akebono's story in Musume. But until then, good night, and I